everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. It's been a while. It has been a while. If you've been here a few times, you will probably notice I'm in a completely different space than any of my other videos. We are currently living with my parents right now while we wait for our house. Because yes, we moved back to where we are originally from. Long story short, we are at my parents' house and I just haven't been able to film, and I'm finally getting a chance to. Quick little note, I don't know where all of my projects are that I actually want to talk about. I'm going to try to put some pictures in if I can find them, maybe some videos if I can make a little video of them later and put it in as B-roll. But yeah, just so you know, I want to show you everything, but I'm kind of gonna keep it to like my most recent things. Let me just go ahead and get started. What am I wearing? I'm wearing my W.I.P sweater. I don't know if I've shared this on the podcast or not, but I finished this, I think I finished it in March. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's when I finished it. My notes for all of my knitting are in the storage unit, and I cannot get to them because if it's in the box that I think it's in, it's all the way in the back. If it's not in the box that I think it is in, then I have no idea where it's at. So we're going off the best memory that I have, and I have some makeup notes that I've made. So anyway, this is my W.I.P sweater. I don't remember what size I made it in, but I made this out of Cascade blue-faced Leicester yarn, whatever you want to call it. The gray is called Nimbus Cloud. This green is called Kale. The pink is Rose Shadow. This purple is Blackberry. This one is Green Olive, and this one is Wisteria. And I made it to the instructions of whatever size I did, and this is how it turned out. I really like it. It is an actually pretty scratchy yarn, but I have worn this so much lately because up here the weather is a little bit cooler, so I can wear it a lot more. I kind of wear it like as a jacket. Anyway, yeah, it's a very scratchy yarn, but I don't know if I've gotten used to it or if it's gotten softer with wear. I've only washed it the one time when I blocked it. I really need to wash it again though. But yeah, I actually fell in this sweater the other day. Oh, you can't see it now, but I got a huge like scrape on my arm, and I looked at my sweater. I was like, oh man, there's gonna be a hole, there's gonna be a hole. There's no hole. The sweater did damage to my skin, but there was no damage to my sweater from the concrete, which is crazy. I'm gonna move on to some other finishes that I've done. So with this yarn, I actually had quite a bit left, so I decided to make another shirt, and this is the Geddy tee by Lavallee, and it's a cropped shirt, definitely cropped. But she she combines granny squares with knitting, and she's had a lot of patterns come out recently, and I've been loving them. Anyway, I really like this shirt. I had enough to do a cropped version with the main color, and then I just used the accent colors everywhere I could. I also took inspiration from the W.I.P sweater and put the fun little accent on the edges. I'm obsessed with that cute little accent right there. So this is my Geddy tee, and I love it. It looks super cute with some skirts that I've got. And yeah, so this was made with leftover yarn. Okay, so after that, I still had quite a bit of my accent colors left. So I went ahead and purchased 2 more skeins of a main color yarn. I was trying to get as close to the Nimbus Cloud color as I could, but they were sold out. So I got the color Lilac Hint, and I made a Tolsta tea. Unfortunately, I think it's in the room that my daughter is sleeping in right now for nap time, so I cannot go in there. But that one was fun. I felt like I was playing yarn chicken, and in all reality I really wasn't. Because I still had leftovers, and I made these hand warmers. These are called Cozy Hand Warmers by Emily Bolduan. They're a free pattern on Ravelry, and these are actually really big. So I was kind of thinking I could try my hand at felting them maybe, but also maybe not. They are very loose. So I don't know, I can't decide. They're cute, but they're loose, but I'm afraid if I try to block them, it's not gonna work out as I think it will. So I don't know, I may just keep them how they are. So yeah, I got creative, and I was able to, I think I was able to actually match it up completely. I was getting nervous as I was making them. My second one, I was like, I don't have enough of whichever color it was. I don't know now. I think it was the green and the pink that I was like, I don't think I have enough. Oh, it was the purple, because I wasn't able to get 2 rows of the dark purple here, but that's okay. But I had enough. So I got a pair of gloves out of that, or hand warmers out of it. And then I was like, you know, I still have yarn. I have plenty of this main color. I have just a little bit of a couple of colors. I think all of the colors. I had just a tiny little bit. So I made a headband, and I was originally thinking I was gonna make a Sophie scarf, but I didn't. I went ahead and just did like, I self-drafted this pattern. I did like, I think it was 20 stitches across. I did I-cord edging, and then I did the little twist trick where you like fold the 2 ends on each other and you sew it up and it becomes a little twist headband. That is what I did with that. And so then after that, I still had leftover yarn. So I was like, okay, what am I gonna do with this? Well, I was like, okay, it's gotta be something small. I do not have enough to make another accessory or anything like that. So I made a cute little star ornament. And these last, I was able to make 2 last things. So the star ornament I cannot find anywhere, and the last thing it's somewhere with the star. This star was called Stjarna, I think that's how it's said, I don't know, by Carolina Eckerdal. It's all gray, and off of my memory, I think I braided like the green and the main color together for the like little loop where you put it on the tree, you know. So that one was fun. However, that really hurt my hands. I was struggling after that, but right away I was like, okay, I have to finish up the very last of this yarn, because if not, I'm just not going to do it. So I went ahead and went on Ravelry. I was like, I need a free pattern. I need something super small. And I found this cute little teddy bear doll. It's called the Izzy Teddy Bear Doll by Esther Braithwaite. Now this is a free pattern, and this is also like a charity work pattern. It was meant to be handed out to children who went through some kind of a disaster, natural disaster, or just some kind of disaster in their life. I can't remember exactly, but the pattern does say it. So if you're interested, go look on Ravelry, check it out. It's really cool. This bear was so cute, and I just used up all of the yarn that I had, and I had like tiny little scraps after that, and I just shoved it in. I used it to stuff the bear some. So yeah, that was so exciting that I used everything up. All of this yarn. I had a total of 11 skeins after I bought the 2 extra colors for the Tolsta tee. I had yeah, I had 11 skeins total, and I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. That is insane to me, and I'm so glad I did it, and I'm so proud of myself for using all of my yarn up and having no waste. Yeah, that was this yarn, my Cascade yarn. And so I guess I'll move on now to some other stuff that I made. So in August, I started making sweaters for my children. I think I'm trying to do a sweater every year for the winter time for my children. I want to do a sweater every year for them. And this year I did the Holger shirt by Petit Knit. So I made 3 of them. I made one for my son in the 6 or 7 year. Okay. He loves it. He loves it. My son is so knit-worthy. I love his reaction whenever I make him stuff. So that was my son's. My middle child, my first daughter, hers is pink. She loves pink. And this is actually navy blue, not black. But, so there's this one. And then my baby. Oh, I made this in the size 3-4 or, yeah, 3-4. And then my baby I made in the size, maybe a year. But it is very cropped. It's the one that fits the least best. So yeah, hers is purple. They have also worn them like crazy. Hers is a little bit stained. Let me talk about the yarn and stuff for them now. So I knit these off gauge because I was using, I'm never on gauge, I feel like, for literally anything, but I was using a 100% acrylic yarn. It is the best choice for my children. One, for being messy, I can just throw it in the wash and not have to worry about anything, but 2, my baby has very bad eczema, and I feel like wool would not be a good choice for her. So I went ahead and just did acrylic yarns. My yarns I used were, there was some colors by Lammy Yarn number 1. It is a 100% acrylic. Obviously it's also it was labeled as a number 1, so a fingering weight yarn. And the other colors that I used were from Knit Picks, and it was the Brava Sport, so it was actually a size 2 yarn. And what's funny is the Brava was actually smaller than the Lammy yarn, which it should have been the other way around. It didn't really make too much of a difference, honestly. I am like, they're both the same size, really. For all intents and purposes, they're really just the same size. I think they worked out really well. My children love these sweaters. I also really love them, and I so badly want my own sweater. This one, I wish I would have done like 2 more rows, just kind of made it match this one, but that's okay. So hers fits really well, his fits really well, but my baby's fits very cropped and very wide. But that's okay. Width wise, it would be perfect for next year. I don't think that length wise it will fit her, so that's okay. We're trying to get all of the wears out of it this year, and we've done good so far this fall of being able to wear it pretty much every time we go out, so that's great. So that is that project. My last thing pretty much that I have completely finished is my Leith cardigan by Rebecca Clow. And again, this is a super cropped cardigan. Now I am fairly blessed in the chest region, and I know Rebecca Clow is not. And she styles her stuff cropped. I've also had 3 babies. She's not. So I'm just like, I put it on, I tried it on. I'm like, I love the sweater itself. I do not love it on me, at least with how I would normally wear a cardigan. So I'll probably reserve this just for dresses and skirts outfit because it's just way too short for me to wear with jeans. Even if I wore high-waisted jeans, I feel very uncomfortable with mommy belly and cropped items. So anyway, I am so in love with how this turned out. I think the buttons were a good choice. I did pink. They're just plastic. But I actually got it to where this buttons up far enough that I could wear it like with just a tank top underneath it instead of like a t-shirt and, you know, how you would normally wear a cardigan or whatever. What am I trying to say? I don't know. I made it to where it closes up high enough that I feel like I could wear it as a shirt itself. Probably won't because it is 100% wool. It is very scratchy and I need the protection from a t-shirt. Anyway, I was just very happy that I was able to accomplish a cardigan like that. I really wanted one like that. So anyway, the yarn I used was Wool of the Andes in the worsted weight. The pink is thinner than pretty much all of the other yarns, and I knit it slightly shorter. But when I'm actually wearing it, it's like there's no difference at all. So it must just be how I have it folded or something. I don't know, but like it folds up shorter. The colors, sorry, let me tell you the colors. They are, I have it written down. Let me find it. Okay, Clarity is the blue gray color. The green blue is called Jurassic, and the pink, I believe it's passion fruit. If it's not passion fruit, it's dragon fruit. I cannot remember for the life of me which one it actually is. But yeah, I finished it just like a couple days ago. I had it done blocking. So yeah, very excited about that. And that is all of my fully finished items. Moving on from the Leith cardigan, I was taking inspiration from doing what I did with my Cascade yarn, and I'm using up my Wool of the Andes yarn. I want to use it all up. So I originally was thinking I'm going to make the Into the Woods hood cowl thing by Evelyn and Peter. Well, I started making it and I tried it on, and it was like tighter than what the design was really meant to be, because I believe the original design is in an acrylic weight number 4, whereas this Wool of the Andes is a wool, 100% wool worsted weight yarn. So it just was a little bit tighter, and I thought this isn't gonna work. So I unraveled part of the hood that I had going, and I just left it as a scarf, and it is actually the perfect size for my 3-year-old daughter. And the reason why I'm saying this isn't a finished item is because I've got to weave in the ends and I need to block it. But I tried it on her as I was making it, when I was still thinking it was going to be the hood, and she looked so cute in it as a scarf. And so I ripped it back, and before I ripped it all the way back, I was like, do you want this? Do you want it as a scarf? And she was like, yeah. So I just left it here. I added one last row of single crochet. That way it would look finished. And then tied it off. And so now I need to weave in the ends, block it, and she's got a really cute scarf for winter. After that, I don't have a lot of yarn. I have a bit of yarn left, enough to do another whole project. So I decided I don't think I'm gonna try to make an accessory to wear. I think what I'm gonna do is make a bag for church, so I can put my Bible and pins and throw in a diaper for my daughter and all that stuff. So what I'm doing is granny squares. And I originally started out with trying to figure out how to do that cool like flower granny square. But once I got to shaping it for the square, I got lost in the video and I said, nope, it's not worth it. It is not worth it to try to figure it out and be really upset for a while. So I left it here as a flower and then I moved on. I thought, okay, that's what it is. And then I just started making some granny squares. And this is where the idea came to life. I was like, oh, I will make a Bible bag. So I've got some squares ready, well, to weave in. And I'm just gonna stick with these colorful ones. Just gonna stick with these because I'm running out of green and I want to use the green. I want to use the colors on the strap, not just on the front of the bag. I want to use it as the strap. And I think on the back I'm gonna do, I might do like 2 green squares and then 4 pink squares, and then all of the other squares that actually connect the front and the back together are just gonna be this blue square. This is like, you've got to imagine it, right? Because can't actually show it to you because it's not done and it's not a pattern. I'm just self-drafting it. So I have a full skein of pink, and 2 partials, and I've got most of this skein, and then I have 1 full skein of this blue color and about half. Oh, I guess I do have a partial of the green. So I'm hoping it all works out. I will have to do some crocheting on top of the 2 rows. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. It's hard to see the vision right now. Hopefully next time when I come back, I will actually have this kind of pieced together some, and we'll be able to see the whole project come to fruition. So that is that yarn. So I'm thinking with this, back to this, I'm gonna make this a pocket on the inside. I'm gonna line the bag. I bought some really cute fabric that has these colors. So I'm gonna line the bag, I'm gonna line this, and I'm gonna somehow attach it to the inside of the bag and make it a pocket. And then I'm hoping that all of the yarn is used up. If not, I am actually holding on to the scraps, to the very little tiny pieces of scraps, and I'm going to turn it into fiber and spin it. That's what my goal is. I'm also doing that with a couple of other projects. I want to try it out. I don't know how well it will work, but it's worth a shot. So there's my Wool of the Andes yarn and projects. The next WIP that I have that I'm like really getting ready, like I need it. It is my Olga sweater, except I'm going to be doing it more like the Holger shirt, like my kids' sweaters. So we will have the striped body, but I'm gonna do solid colors for everything else. So this yarn is not on gauge. This is also acrylic. I don't really care. I like acrylic. It makes it easy to wash and wear. It's not scratchy. I hold nothing against acrylic yarn, and I don't mind using it. So this is Cascade Yarns Anthem DK. I think it's supposed, no, I do think it is a DK weight yarn, pattern, but I don't know. I can't ever seem to get acrylic yarn to match up with wool, like when something's made out of gauged for wool. I can't ever get it on gauge. So this is a little bit bigger. I think I'm doing size 6, and the colors I'm using, I'm gonna try to get this right. This this red color, maroon color, is called Deep Berry. This green color that's on it is called, I have it written down. I do have it written down. Fern. And then for the other colors that I actually don't know exact orders yet. I mean, I have an idea, but I'm not entirely sure. I might mix it up a little bit. But we have burnt orange and peach pink. This should be golden olive. This is golden olive. And this one is avocado. That was really confusing there for a second. And then I know what I'm going to be doing with this one. This is lime. And I'm going to be doing that accent edging because I just can't get enough of it. I can't. So yeah, that's my Olga shirt. I have about 5 more inches to knit on the back, or Olga's sweater. I have about 5 more inches to knit on the back, and then I can start on the shoulders and connecting it, and then like really getting away with this. So I'm very excited. My next thing that I have actually almost completed is my Jason's Cashmere hat by Melissa Thomson. And it is a free pattern. You do have to like go to their website to find it, and I believe it's only one size. I thought I saw that it had other sizes, but I only have found the workup for the one size, the adult size. So this is a cabled hat. I made one for my dad out of wool of the Andes, and I want a green one. So I'm using a completely different yarn. I'm using Woolies, so it's a little bit thicker. This is a 80% acrylic, 20% wool, and the color is Forest Green Heather, and it's very soft. I have a sweater made out of this yarn, and I just really like it a lot. So yeah, I just need to get on with it. I put it down so I could work on the kids' sweaters, so I could finish the kids' sweaters. My next thing is the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along this year, the Musikal, and this is a hard one. I am still on clue 1, so I don't think there's any spoiler alerts because I've already seen the whole pattern. But so here it is. It's really pretty. But like I really struggled. So I got that eyelet correct. I got 4 of the 6 eyelets correct, and then we go down to, where am I working at now? Here, and the eyelets are just not right. Like I couldn't figure it out, and I cannot be bothered to actually get it correct. So there's 2 that don't look very pretty, but at this point I'm just like, I need to get it done. I need to just keep going. So yeah, I don't work on this a lot because it's gotta be very quiet and no kids running around. So it's coming along very slowly, but I love my colors that I chose. And unfortunately, I don't have the actual color, like I don't have the names of the colors because I bought this in store and the labels didn't have their names. It just had the numbers and the labels are gone. So I'll just show you the colors that I have. I have an aqua color, a peach color, and an olive color. I don't think I can do this. There we go. And an orange color or brown color. And then for the mohair dare, I'm using this mohair, and it is actually sparkly. Can you see the sparkles? So yeah, it's fun. I think I kind of regret my choice to do the mohair dare. I haven't done it before. I've never done a mohair dare before on any of Stephen West shawls. But I thought, hey, let's be adventurous this year. No, I think what it is, it's fluffy, and it's only fluffy for one color. And it's kind of bothering me because it's not, the whole thing isn't fluffy. Like I have very, very pronounced and very sharp colors, And then I have soft, fluffy one color. That's soft and fluffy. So I don't know. I want to get it done. I want that shawl, but it's taking a lot. The fourth, fifth, and sixth parts, or scallops is what they are called, that shape that we're doing, have been very rough. Specifically 5. That fifth one was, that one was rough. That one was very rough to do. So anyway, moving on from that, we now have the, oh, that's everything that I like actually have like really tangible to show. I have a tiny little start on some sweaters for my kids for next year probably. So Tanis Lavallee, who did the Geddy tee, came out with Ronstadt sweater. It's just called Ronstadt, but yeah, so Ronstadt by Tanis Lavallee, or Tanis Fiberworks, something like that, is another granny square pattern. Hopefully I'm showing you on the screen. So I'm gonna be modifying this a lot because it's an adult sweater and I'm wanting to make these for children and baby. So yeah, math has to be mathin'. But in the meantime, I've started making granny squares from leftovers from the children's sweaters this year. I have lots because I changed colors for my daughter's sweaters. I originally had some yellows and greens picked out, and then I got started working on my middle child's sweater, and I was like, it has to be all pink, and therefore the baby has to have all purple. So I have lots of colors. I've got full skeins of some greens and yellows. So we're gonna try to use everything up. So let me just show you what I have. Stop yapping and let me just show you. So these ones I've made. I'm also using Google random number generator to help me figure out what colors I'm gonna use in the squares. I'm doing 4 rounds, and I have 24 colors to choose from. So we have this one and this one. This one reminds me of a wild berry Pop-Tart, and it makes me very happy. Then there's this one, which makes me just think of like Boy Scouts. It's very, very boyish looking. Oh no, come on. Is the camera dirty? There we go. That's pretty. Okay. And then this one. So I think I'm going to be using these for my son's sweater. And now I have 4 more that are more geared towards the girls. And we have this one. I do need to weave the ends on these. This one. This one. And one more. So yeah, I don't know which girl is gonna get which one. I need to just make the squares and divide them out then. But yeah, I think I have the colors that I want to do for like the main parts of the sweater for each girl, and I might have figured it out for my son, but I'm not entirely sure yet. So yeah, that is the Ronstadt sweater. Is that all that I wanted to talk about? No, I wanted to talk about some plans that I had, which, if it's not obvious, to finish some of these projects. But after I finish some stuff, and maybe not even after I finish, maybe just soon, I'm planning on casting on a Rhue sweater by Clow. I have already made one. I made one for myself back in February, and now I want to make one for my husband. And I'm going to be making one out of these 2 colors. I had already started, and I put it down, and I forgot where I was, what I was doing, because I'd put it down for a few months. So I pulled it out, and then I was like, what size are you? And then I realized I was doing the wrong size. Like I needed to do a whole completely different size. So I said, we're ripping it out. So I ripped it out and now I just need to restart it again. I was in the color work. It's okay. It's really okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be using these colors. I believe this is Arrowroot and this is Port. This is Port. So yeah, is it just called that? Oh, Tawny Port. There we go. So yeah, that's my colors for his sweater. Soon, hopefully, we will get that started. And then another thing that I want to get started really badly, because I would love another knit shirt to wear. I'm going to be doing the Summer Saunter by Samantha Guerin. And I plan on using this yarn called Knit One Crochet 2. I mean, that's the brand. Soy Etlin. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. It's silk, linen, and nylon. So I think it's saying silk and linen. And then it's got some nylon in it. 45% silk, 20% linen, 35% nylon. And it is a, I don't actually know. I think it's supposed to be a light worsted. 309 yards. Or is that DK? I don't know. But I want to use this. This is like a pink, a very dusty pink, and it's got some colorful specks in it. It's very cute and I love it. So I think that's what I'm going to make that shirt out of, or use this yarn for. So that is all of everything that I wanted to talk about. And I feel like I've been talking for like an hour, and I actually do think it's been an hour. Oops. So hopefully you were able to follow along. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will catch you again when I can. Thanks for watching. Bye.